So today's Inktober prompt is tempting. So I had my boyfriend bring home some donuts and I made some coffee, and then I went and took a bunch of pictures to use. And I know from my past experience with a lot of photo editing that if you're going to make something in black and white, you really need to have a lot of stark contrast to make it look good. And right now everything in this image is like pretty close in tone, and there's not a lot of contrast happening, not as much as I'd like anyway. So when I initially took it into black and white, this is what it looked like. It's kind of boring. So I went in and changed the exposure of the tablecloth, and I added a lot more contrast, and then I messed with the levels, and that's really what made the big difference there. So this is basically what I'm going to draw. I've got my lines drawn in, so now I'm going to start out by adding in my darkest tones with the diluted ink, and still trying to decide how much white I'm actually going to color in on this at the end, because if you look at the picture, there's a ton of like bright white and a bunch of spots on here, so not sure how much of that I'm really going to show in here yet. I've gotten most of the dark tones in there. And now I'm going to work on these donuts, and I think for these I'm going to do some wet on wet technique to kind of create the texture that I'm looking for. And there are a lot of different tones in here, so there might be a lot of layers. We're going to see. All right, I'm gonna give this a few minutes to really dry, and then I'm gonna go in and add the highlights with color pencil and acrylic marker. All right, the donuts are finished. So I have one donut left, and I wasn't gonna let myself eat it until this was finished. So now I can finally go eat my donut. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it.